I'm Selvya Mindhaven, and today I'm gonna tell you the very important story of how my cat got her name. So, my cat's name is Purin. And no, it's not short for something fancy like Princess Purinella or Purin the Great. It's just Purin. But here's the funny part. Purin isn't even a normal cat name. You see, Purin has this soft, fluffy orange fur that makes her look like a little sunbeam when she sits in the window. But when she was a kitten, her fur was all scruffy and messy, and she was super clumsy. She tried to jump on the couch and plop, miss it completely. I thought, wow, this cat is just like pudding, all soft and wobbly. And then it hit me. In Japan, they call pudding Purin. And since my aunt lives in Japan and always sends me cute stuff, I thought, that's it. I'll name her Purin. And guess what? The name stuck. But Purin didn't just look like pudding. Oh no, she acted like it too. When she was a baby, she'd flop over in the weirdest places. On my homework, flop. On Dad's keyboard, flop. Right in the middle of the hallway where everyone had to step over her, flop. It's like she thought, yes, this is a perfect spot to melt into a puddle of fluff. And the funniest thing, when she'd nap in the sunlight, her orange fur would shine like caramel pudding. I'd poke her little belly and say, hey, Purin, you're melting. But she'd just stretch, yawn, and roll over like, yeah, that's the point. One time, I even tried to balance a tiny spoon on her back while she was sleeping. Because, pudding. But she flicked her tail and zoom, ran off like I just insulted her whole family. But Purin isn't just soft and wobbly, she's also super sneaky. Like, you know how pudding looks all sweet and innocent? Well, Purin tricks you the same way. One day, I left my snack on the table, a nice, big slice of cake. I turned my back for 1 second to grab a fork, and when I came back, poof, the frosting was gone. Just licked clean. And who was sitting there, all innocent with frosting on her whiskers? Purin. I pointed at her and said, did you do this? And she just blinked at me like, who, me? I would never. But her orange fur had frosting right there. So yeah, I knew the truth. Mom says Purin's name is perfect because she's sweet, but also a little bit of trouble, just like pudding. Too much of it, and you'll get a stomachache. Too much Purin, you'll end up chasing her around the house when she steals your socks. But you know what? Even when Purin's being a little troublemaker, I wouldn't trade her for anything. At night, when I'm getting ready for bed, she always jumps up and curls right next to me. She purrs so loud, it sounds like a tiny motorboat in my ear. I call it her purring Purin mode. And sometimes, when I'm feeling a little sad or had a rough day, she just knows. She'll nuzzle into my side, and suddenly everything feels better. It's like, sure, she steals my snacks and knocks stuff off the table for fun. But when it really matters, Purin's always there. And you know what's even cooler? Every time I say her name, Purin, it makes me think of sweet pudding and warm, sunny days. It's like having a little piece of happiness right here in my house. So yeah, that's how Purin got her name. She's soft like pudding, sweet like pudding, and sometimes a little sneaky, just like pudding when it disappears from your plate. But even if she's a bit of a rascal, she's my best friend. I mean, who else is going to sit on my homework, steal my socks, and cuddle with me when I'm feeling down? Only Purin. And every time I call her name, it's like a little reminder that life can be soft, sweet, and just a tiny bit messy. So if you ever meet her, don't forget, her name's Purin, and she's the best little pudding cat in the whole world.